Hi guys, it's Lisa, and today I'm going to be um, doing a little bit of a different video. Okay, so as you guys may or may not know, if you haven't checked out my channel and this is the very first video you have watched of mine, I do some makeup videos and stuff like that. I guess you can call me a beauty guru. Um, I've been doing it since January of 2000. Or maybe it was December of 2012. I believe it was December of 2012. Um, well, I have never sat down and talked to you guys. Just talked and got everything off my mind and told you what's going on right now, what has gone in the past, and told you a little bit about myself. So, um, my birthday is today. It's September 9th, 2013. I am 13 years old. I was born September 9th, 2000. 2 minutes to midnight, and it's 3:26 p.m. right now. So I guess when it's 2 minutes to midnight tonight, I'll be 13. But it is my birthday today. And I am in 8th grade, and I go to a public school. This time by next year, I'll be in grade 9, high school, freshman. My brother is 14 years old. He is a grade 9 this year. My sister is turning 19 this week. She finished high school last year. Or actually, no, it was 2 years ago, I believe. I was in grade 6. At the end of grade 6, she finished high school, a few months before everyone else did, because she was just that good. But she's turning 19 now. She is 6 years older than me. And yeah, it's pretty much that. I live with my grandma and my mom, my dad, and my brother. But my grandma does live with us. We live in a very small town. I live in Canada, if you didn't know. So that, I guess, kind of gets that out of the way. Now, I guess we can talk about... Okay, I guess we can talk about my school life. Okay, so school, I guess, to most people, most adults mostly, is supposed to be fun and educational, obviously, but it's supposed to be fun, an enjoyable time. You're supposed to have the good memories out of it, and life in general is supposed to be fun and happy. And it's pretty much what it's supposed to be about, what it should be about. My school year has not been enjoyable. Like, my school years, my school time has not been enjoyable or fun or happy. I'm sure every kid can say that they hate school and they wish they could just stop. Well, I have already stopped. I am back, but I've stopped twice already, as in I have dropped out of school twice. And I'm only in grade 8. I don't technically hate school, but I don't technically like it. It's mostly the people and the teachers there. I obviously don't like waking up at 7 or 6:30 in the morning, but that's not really the case. I think that if I didn't have my anxiety and depression that I do, I'm sure I would kind of like going to school. And I'm sure that it would kind of be enjoyable if I wasn't getting bullied and I didn't have anxiety and I didn't have depression and I didn't have all that crap that I do. So let me just tell you how it all started. Well, I'm not one of those people that are into drugs and alcohol and like smoking, stealing, that kind of stuff. And I'm also not like suicidal or emo. You can call me all those kind of things, but I know that it's not true because don't consider myself as one. But my brother is. He's not emo, but he is into drugs and smoking and alcohol. And he's, like I said, he's 14, but he is just not going down the right path or a good path. But I'm sure he's gonna straighten up. He's just, like I said, we live in a small town, so it's kind of, even though the small town and city are different, they're actually the same in a way. Not like in a way like we have all the same stores, because we don't, but it's in the way as a city has a lot of people, and a majority of the people are into drugs or crackheads or anything like that, or alcoholics or psychopaths. You know, there is some in there. A small town does not always mean it's a happy town. Small town means everyone knows everyone's business, and it's very easy to get caught. But it's also very easy to do something bad. So we do live in a small town. Everyone does know everyone does know everyone's business. And there is druggies of the town, and they're not all druggies. It's not a druggy town, but there is druggies of the town, if you understand. We don't live in a bad community, but there is some bad people. So in grade 5, I started getting bullied. I got bullied for the way I looked, for the way I talked, for the way I said, like, spoke, like anything I would say, I would get bullied for it. For the way I dressed, for the way I did my makeup, for my family, for the way I ate, for for what I ate, for my house, for the way I learned, for my shoes, for my hair, for my eyes, for my eyebrows, for my feet, just any simple thing that they could find out about me, they would bully me for. I'm not saying like they would say, your feet, like, why are you wearing that color nail polish on your toes? Not like that. They would bug me about it, and bug me about it, and bug me about it for months on end. And then once they finally dropped that subject, they would go to a different subject about me. So if let's say I had pink nail polish on my toes, they would say, oh, it looks like you have athlete's foot, because if you're, like, that's not nail polish, that's athlete's foot. And then they would go around the school saying I had athlete's foot. Well, no, I didn't. I never had athlete's foot. And then they'd say, and then it would get around that I had warts on my feet. Because you know how rumors change? Even if you go say, this person's wearing that top, that person that you told would probably say to a different person, this person's wearing that top which they found in a dumpster because their family is so poor that they can't buy any clothes from Walmart. You know, it's just rumors can twist around, and they do get back to you, especially in my town because it's so small. Well, they would go around, and it would just go around, and then everyone would start laughing at me and bullying me about it for months on end, that I was just weird. Like, just nothing was normal about me. It never has been. It never has been I was normal. I was, like, one of the others. I was never considered one of the others, ever. I haven't been. I never have been. I probably never will be. But, like, they were bullying me and stuff. Anyways, so in grade 5, 1 week in November in grade 5, I told my mom, tears rushing down my face, I told her that, Mom, I don't feel good. I really feel sick, and like, can I stay home? Because it was kind of like the night before, like a Sunday night before Monday. And she's like, let's see how you feel in the morning. And I told her in the morning, Mom, I still don't feel good. So she gave me a gravel. She had to go to work. She told me that my grandma will be there. You can stay home. I'll call you throughout the day, whatever, that kind of stuff. Okay, so I went on and on for about that whole week, Monday to Friday. Then she finally took me to the doctor's. I got probably about over 15 tests done, trying to find out what was wrong with me. And I never kind of opened up to anyone that I was getting bullied because I never thought it was bullying. I kind of just thought, people are just being mean and it'll slide by. I really didn't know what bullying was. So, I I stayed off school for that week. She finally took me to doctors. I got like an ultrasound. I got a CAT scan. I got X-rays done on my stomach. I got probably more than 15 tests done. I also got like hearing tests because they wanted to make sure that I was hearing properly. Like, I just got a million tests done for everything, but mostly about my stomach because I was complaining about that. It was actually just turned out to be nerves. Well, after a while, my dad kind of got sick of it that I was staying off. He didn't realize what was the problem. He said that if you can stay home and be sick here, you can go to school and be sick there. If you if you can sit around on the couch and be sick there, you can sit in your desk and be sick there. So he kind of dragged me to school. But that week when he dragged me, because this was in January now, that week before that happened, I actually kind of broke my toe, shattered my big toe, shattered all the bones. Here's my toe and here's like my nail. My nail was this, but then when it went like, how did it go? Sorry, it went up, like my big toe. It was my big toe. It went completely up, and here's my foot, and here's my toe. It went completely up and touched my toe. And my toenail kind of went in my toe, and it was just disgusting. And it wouldn't stop bleeding, and I had to get stitches on right above my toenail because it wouldn't stop bleeding. I broke my toe, shattered all the bones in that toe. It was just not pleasant sight, and it was just before the morning. So I went to go get dressed because my mom was forcing me to go to school one day in January, and I went to go get dressed, and she was still home making breakfast, and I screamed, I started screaming and crying because I broke my toe, and she was like, what, and she ran up, she ran upstairs, carried me downstairs to the kitchen, and she had an ice pack, a towel, a million things trying to stop the bleeding. My grandma was there, my mom was there, my brother, my sister, my brother and sister started laughing at me because they thought it was funny, and well, anyways, they took me to the hospital. I had to get stitches and all that. I couldn't walk for about a week, and my dad kind of dragged me to school that week when I had to wear a slipper on that one foot, which was kind of awkward because I couldn't fit my foot in a shoe because of my toe, and so I'd wear slippers to school that week, and he kind of dragged me to school, and I got bullied still, especially for wearing a slipper. They obviously would bully you for that. Okay, sorry about that. So, where was I? Okay, so I broke my toe. I went back to school because my dad kind of forced me that week, and INQ forced me on like a Wednesday or something, and I went for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and again I stopped going. My mom finally took me to a counselor, like a walk-in clinic, walk-in therapy kind of counselor kind of thing. And she's like, you need to sit down and talk because this is not your stomach, okay? This is not your stomach, there's something wrong, and you need to sit down and talk with someone. So I talked to a counselor and I opened up completely. And we went to this walk-in clinic for at least once a week, at least, because I felt better. That I had a little bit of someone, someone that was opening up a little bit and I could talk to. It wasn't helping, like my depression wasn't going away, but it felt a little bit more comfortable. So I stayed off actually for the whole year in grade 5. I didn't go back even though I had a walk-in clinic counselor. And then I had some counselors that came to my house. It was Reach where I went to walk in. I would recommend Reach, by the way. And they came to my house and I had a counselor then. And then grade 6 came around. I had to go back to school, so I went back to school for the full year. And I was getting bullied, but I pushed through it because I was kind of scared of my parents at that time. Like, they weren't abusing me, but I thought that they would get mad at me and I would have to go to a foster family and stuff. But yeah, I didn't really have friends. It was just a tough year. I pushed through it, and then that year was over, and then grade 7 came, and I went the first day of school and went for a while, and then I think in February I stopped going. I'd go on and off throughout the whole year actually in grade 7, but I think February I would take days on end off and then go back for a few days, and then take a few days off and go back. And I started getting bullied again. It was in a split class, grade 8s and grade 7s. I was in grade 7 last year, obviously. The older grade was with me, and they were pretty much most of the people that were bullying me, and plus grade 7s that are now grade 8s with me, like my grade, were bullying me. I had no friends, so I stopped going again. And I went into home instruction, me and my brother, because he stopped going because we were both getting bullied now. Well, we both went into home instruction, which I don't know if you know, it's like homeschooling, but we went to our local library to do it. And it was honestly a place where I actually was happy. Like, I actually started being happy for those few months. It started in April, ended in June, I believe. I know it was April, maybe a month before that, but I'm pretty sure it started in April. I was actually kind of happy. I learned things. I don't learn that well in school, in my actual school, but I actually learned things that I pick up that I remember now, and I was just kind of happy there. I was kind of content. I still had depression. Still family issues were going on. But by the way, I'm eating a cracker. But it was a good rest of the year for me. Grade 8 came around, and which is this year, and I'm getting bullied. First week of school was last year. First day, I got told that I smell like BO, which actually I was wearing deodorant. Okay, I had a shower that morning, and the night before. I was wearing perfume, and I smelled myself because that first day before I left, if I smelled like BO, hoping like I wasn't, and I didn't. So they're just bullying me for something that wasn't true, but it still hurts and it's still embarrassing. Well, okay, so I got told that I smell like BO. I got told that I was emo. I got told that I was ugly. I got told because I dyed my hair in the summer and I went to school like this with this hair. Got told that my hair looks like it just came out of a trash can the first day of school. That's what they told me for the whole week. They still are telling me. That's kind of what I get told. And that is bullying. And it's also like a matter of harassment because they won't leave me alone about things. Well, um, so as in the bullying is continuing, I really want to stay home and stuff, but I have nowhere to go, and I won't be able to get to high school if I do, unless I go in home instruction or something, or online schooling. But my parents won't put me in it. Um, I have a social worker that I only get to see every month. Like once a month or once every 2 months because she's always busy. My depression has gone up a lot, and in 2 months of last year, it went up from level of 4 to level of 13. As in, it's just like a level, as in, if you're confused as what I mean, it's like some people, the average level is like, I guess 50, or maybe 25, or maybe even 10, maybe even 5. I um I think it would be a pretty small amount. I don't think it would be 50 because then 100 would be way up the scale. So I think it's probably like, I don't know what the level of an average depression as in an average person. I'm not talking about people that actually do have depression, suicidal thoughts, and emo, or like not emo. I don't really call people emo, like cutting themselves and stuff like that. That's not an average depression. Person with average depression, as in, is what I mean, is what they don't have depression pretty much. They don't consider themselves as a sad person. Everyone has a little bit of depression in them, and that is an average depression, like an average amount of depression. So mine started out as like 4 and went up to 13. And my anxiety is, a normal person's anxiety is 24. Mine is 48. I have double the amount of anxiety as an average person, that even an average person that worries, doesn't like public speaking, has panic attacks over public speaking and stuff. I still have double the amount of them. I get panic attacks over the simplest task. If someone tells me like, oh, can you run this down to the office? I get a panic attack. I have no idea why. That's how bad my anxiety is. And we did questionnaires, me and my social worker or counselor, whatever you want to call her. If you're wondering, that's how I got the numbers from. We did questionnaires and testing and stuff to get those numbers. And that was my depression level of when it was 13. That was a few months ago. That was like 4 months ago. I have no idea what it could be now. I feel like it's getting worse and worse by the day. I just feel so lonely and so misread, so like weak and disrespected. I have no relationship with my brother at all. I can't talk to my brother without getting into a fight with him. He never comes to like my birthdays, or he never says happy birthday to me. Like he actually did say happy birthday to me today because my mom told him to. I don't have a relationship with him, long story short. I don't have any really friends. I guess Megan is my friend, but we don't hang out really. I'm just a very lonely person. Even my social worker or counselor, whatever, said that my life has been full of loneliness, as she can tell, because she remembers me. Because my sister used to go to her, and she remembers me from when I was younger. And I was talking to her when I was younger. I talked to her once at this family visit. She can remember that I was very lonely then, and she can just say that I have a very lonely life. And it's hard. I just want to give up, but I'm not ready to say goodbye. Um, but I just wish I was ready to say goodbye because I am ready to give up. And I've tried and tried again. I've dyed my hair millions of times to try to fit in. I can't fit in with any of the crowds. I just don't want to leave my room most of the time because I'm just not happy with doing anything. It's just very hard now, and I do have depression. So, if you're wondering what the point of this video was, it was to tell you the people that you see in the world that have smiles on their face, the people like the person that you see in my videos that has a smile on her face and happy, is not the person that I really am. The person I really am is this person. The person I really am is full of sadness and depression, mixed emotions. I can be happy at some points, but mostly I am sad. I cry myself to sleep. I'm not always happy. And you can't just consider that from someone's face. You don't think like, oh, she has a smile on her face. She's definitely not upset. She obviously has an awesome life. She, um, I'm sure she goes to the mall every day and gets her nails done and all this kind of stuff. I'm sure she's not. It. The point of this video is to tell you guys who I really am and how I'm dealing with life and how my life has been. And you're not the only one, okay? You're really not. And I'm here for you guys. And if you ever have a question, how I've dealt with things, if you ever have a question like that or any kind of question, I promise you I will get back to you. No matter if it takes a day or 2 days or a week, I will get back to you at some point. And it is a very different video than my makeup videos. I just wanted to let you guys know that it's hard. I wish I didn't have to go through this. I wish I didn't have to cry every day. I wish I didn't have to be sad. I wish I could know things are going to be okay and to know just to be happy again. But we're going to get through this together. And I don't want you guys to give up on me. I don't want to give up on you guys yet. I want you guys to come to me. I'm not an expert, but if you guys are ever feeling down and you have no one, don't just give up. Don't just say, okay, I have no one, I have no friends, I'm completely upset and there's no point of living. If you have no one, come to me. I will be that person. I will be that person that you can just tell. I'm not going to go around saying, oh, I know this girl on the internet who is dealing with this. I'm not going to copy and paste your comment or message or whatever. I don't even think you can do that. I won't. And I'm not going to. I'm not like that. I want to help you guys. I want to be someone's person that they can come to because I know how it is. If people are saying like if your parents are always if you had like a parent that was always perfect and always got good grades and lived in a ginormous house and was rich and they think that they know how it is and you think that they don't, I do because I'm going with it through it too. So just letting you know, guys, I will be here for you. So I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you'll know a little bit about me, and I hope you understand a little bit more about me. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more normal video of me actually doing makeup. If you ever like these videos, I can do them more if you want to. You have to leave a comment down below so I know. If you don't do anything with this video, you don't even like it up, if you don't comment or message me saying I like these videos, I want you to do more of them, I won't know and I probably won't do them again. If you like me sitting down talking, then I can do more of them. If you comment down below more subjects, just randomly saying I want you to talk about anything, just randomly, I will include all of them jumbled up as in like a question and answers video. I can also do those, but just a jumbled up mess of talking, me sitting down talking. I could do them like every month, whatever you want. Just leave a comment down below. Tell me your struggles or video response or message if you want to be more personal. Subscribe to me if you want, if you would like, and I really hope you enjoyed.